So yeah, Heart Internet, as with any company, collect feedback from all of their customers to try and improve their services, their support, their products, everything we do. Sorry, everything we do. It's much like you guys, you'll get feedback from everywhere, from your customers. It's not always good. Sometimes it is very bad, and you got to try and take it on the chin and learn from it and improve for the next time around. But it's important to listen to all of your customers, the big, the small. They might only spend £2 a month with you. They might spend £2,000 a month with you, depending on what you offer. It's always important to listen, though. We try and do that. We have a Starter Pro package, which starts at £2.49 per month. That customer their feedback is just as important to us as some of our biggest resellers who are paying us, a few £1,000s. And we'll take on board everything they say to try and improve. Heart Internet, we gather feedback in a number of ways. It has changed recently with the emergence of social media. Everybody's on social media these days. Hopefully everyone's tweeting us so you can win a Mac Pro. But everyone's using social media, Facebook, Google+. They're everywhere. And these days we've seen a shift with customers. When they have a problem these days, maybe they don't go straight to our ticket system or give us the call. They go on Twitter and go, "What are you playing at? Why is it down? Fix it. I want compensation. I want your firstborn." It changes. Depends on the type of person, like Leon said, the kind of feedback you do get. We also have a feedback form in your account, which I'd encourage you all to use. It comes straight through to myself and also Craig, as well as Leon Allison, who is our head of customer services. So if you've got any problems from, you think we should offer a new service, please do get in touch, because I can try and make that happen for you. Such as we had some customers over there who wanted a managed VPS. We'll see. You've got problems with support, or you think our support's brilliant. It can be good things. We do like to hear good things as well. Go in your account, feedback form, come straight through to us, and we'll get onto it as soon as we can. We also send out a reseller survey. We send out once per year. I'm sure some of you have replied to it before. We ask quite a few questions on there. It's quite big, but we do really appreciate it. So next time you see it drop into your email box, please do fill it in and send it off to us, and we do act on what we get. We also have feedback specifically for support. You'll see when you raise a ticket, you get the option to rate your technical support answer. That is seen instantly by our customer services manager, the head of second line, and the first line team manager. So if you get a feedback response which you don't think's up to it, you think they may have fobbed you off, which I'm sure they don't ever. But if you do feel that, rate it low. Customer services manager picks up straight away. She'll assign it to either one of the senior first line or one of the second line, depending on the type of problem you're having. If you do feel that they've been fantastic, they've gone the extra mile, please rate them up near to the 9, because if you do that, at the end of the week, the support member will get like a voucher, like a tech voucher for £50, and they can go to Novatech and get a nice little treat. I always put myself solid states and that kind of thing. So please do use that as well. Apart from that, we also we do have our own email addresses as well at Heart. We do get feedback through them as well. All the feedback I get now, I've only been doing this job for a short time, but every feedback I do get, the feedback forms, I do try and reply to them. It's not always possible, but I do, and you will see more and more. I'm asking other people to reply just to let you know, because one of the complaints I've had is people don't think that we're listening. They think they send a feedback form off, they hear nothing back, nothing changes. It's always the same, but it's not. I assure you, I do reply to them when I can, and I'm going to try and reply to more as I go along. So that's basically how we gather our feedback. So here's all our feedback sits together. Some really good graphic designers actually make everything for us. We've also got blogs. We have a blog at heartinternet.uk/blog. It's updated a couple of times per week by our social media people, and we also have guest people throughout the company, system admins, myself, Craig, developers. We do take turns writing blogs on different things, CMS themes, to how to social network, talking to your customers, that kind of thing. So if you haven't looked at it before, it's well worth having a look at, and you can leave feedback on there, including comments and ratings, which we do read as well. We normally use that for new products. Okay, how you can gather feedback. You know, not all of these are big companies, and I think there's a few of you here, I have no idea who you all are, but some of them are really big resellers for us. I know some of you've got fantastic ones, 8,000 packages plus, I think some of you have. But, you know, not everyone's a huge company, and it's not always, you're not always going to be sat there online all day looking at Twitter, Facebook. You're not going to have a huge team like we do. So I just want to go over a few ways that you can gather feedback yourself. One of the simplest things you can do, and it's like I've said, I haven't mentioned this for us, is a feedback form in your website. Normally in the logged in area, so you don't get Santa Claus telling you how bad you are, that kind of thing. In your account, simple feedback form, a few questions, you know, how do you rate our hosting, you know, what features would you like to see, that kind of thing. Very simple to implement. We get ours sent to email, so we can have a couple of recipients on there at the time, and it comes through to us instantly, and we can act on it, we can forward it, or there's a bug somewhere that hasn't been looked at properly, okay, we forward it to the development team straight away, get some feedback, that kind of thing. Now, if you are, you know, one of the bigger customers, you probably are using social media, you're trying to push your brand out there as much as you can across all the social media platforms. I would recommend noting down everything you get. Any feedback I get personally, I've started putting just a simple Excel document, who the customer is, just a name or a company name, what they said, and then my Excel document will, if I rate it as a good response, it goes green, bad, it's red, and I know I have to look into it in the next week or so to see if I can improve anything for our customers. And there's also the survey we send at the end of the year. We use surveymonkey.com. It's free, loads of statistic information is available. So you can use that, send it to your customers. Doesn't have to be very often, once a year like we do for our resellers. Gets a lot of feedback in, and all the management at the end can really help you see what your customers are saying and sort it all out for you. Okay, how to handle feedback. It's very difficult sometimes when you're very passionate about your brand. I'm very passionate about my job. I start off in first line and I work my way up to where I am now. I love this company. This is the first real company I worked for out of university. Okay, so you're getting your feedback in. You've got your documents set up here, and this is they've decided they want a new feature, a new product. This is what I use. It's all in my Excel document, and I put them into a table. You rate it 1 to 5 on each time here. Each column here. So the frequency, you know, someone's asking for managed VPS every other day. Okay, that's something you have to look into then, isn't it? You know, it could be a massive, you know, a lot of customers are wanting it. Okay, how much time would it take you to put in? It's going to take you no time at all. You rate it quite high as a 5. It's going to take you a lot of time. You rate it lower down. And you also have your return. Is it going to make you a millionaire overnight? Are you going to, you know, you can be jet setting off on your yacht. Jet setting on a yacht. You know, in the next week if you do it. If so, give it a high score. So then when you've got them all laying out together, your highest score you go ahead with first. You prioritise that one. That's the kind of thing we've been doing. We've got a lot of, for the Snapshot backups, for example, we got a lot of feedback saying, you know, brilliant feature, love it. You know, we've really wanted this for ages. We didn't want to keep on going through support saying it, but your 3-month minimum term is too much for us. We can't make enough money on that to have a 3-month minimum term. It's quite frequent. It's not going to take us very long to put it in. 5, and you know, the potential there for the return is quite good because more people are going to buy it. You know, they don't have to sign a contract for 3 months. More people are going to buy it, so quite a high total. You move forward. So that's the kind of thing I've started doing myself. It's very basic, it's simple to understand, I hope. That's what I do now, and it helps me prioritise the kind of things I can put forward to Craig, the director, to get change in our company. Okay. That also looks kind of like me as well. Wasn't supposed to. changes you can make and when to contact us. So if you get a customer who's contacting you, put a feedback in saying they don't like your package you're selling because they don't have enough access, they want more access, you can give them that access. We have Extend. We have customers can log directly into Extend themselves by going to extendcp.co.uk, for example, or you can set it up on their domain name with DNS, or they want more bandwidth, they want more space, they want something extra, you can give them that. They want an extra one-click, well, you can enable WordPress, you can enable Joomla. They want FTP access, SSH access, you can give them that. You can apply for SSH access, they can apply for it through you, we could turn it on for them. So you can do that kind of thing yourself. And I think some of our customers don't realize the kind of power and the control they have of the packages they sell. You can, in the reseller control center, you really can make a lot of changes to your packages. You can give them more. Obviously, you don't want to start, you're on a £2 package, I'll give you unlimited everything just to keep you happy. Because that doesn't make very good business sense. You want to try and encourage them to spend more money with you and upgrade. But there's certain things that you can't give them. You can't give them a dedicated server with a solid-state hard drive. It's not possible for you. You can't turn up our data center and just rip it apart and put your own hardware in there. So that's not possible. It's the kind of thing you should be contacting us for. In summary, I do realize it's a bit short, but social media can be fantastic. It really can. I really encourage you to get on social media. It's great for contacting customers. Everyone's on Twitter these days. You can look at Twitter and you've got every footballer under the sun's doing something stupid and posting about it on Twitter, but all your customers are there as well. You can talk to them. I would suggest the contact forms for yourselves, because it is really a fantastic way. If you can start pushing people, even through social media, if you can start pushing people towards using that contact form, you really can get some brilliant feedback.